Welcome back to the Bridge Report. Today we've got some big news. Big news. Huge news. Here's a little disclaimer. I mentioned this later on in the video, but obviously at the moment the retention is difficult. It's hard to get people to get all the way to the end of my videos. But just quick shout out. I'm going to try and do a giveaway at 1,000 subs to give one of you lucky guys a full Chelsea kit. With your pick of your own number, name, with all the badges on, the whole shebang. Because at the end of the day, I'm not getting paid for this, but I want to be able to give back for the support. So, make sure you subscribe and then we'll figure it out. Let's make it happen. Let's get back into the video. Regarding transfers, regarding anything to do with Chelsea, we're still very early into this the main summer transfer window. So this is going to be, hopefully, some news you may not have seen around. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think it's quite interesting. I think some of them quite funny. Some of them I quite like. So today we're going to talk about Garnacho. We're going to talk about big bombshell Madueke and a little bit on João Pedro, Mohamed Kudus. I think it's Kudus. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Before we get into everything, make sure to like the video. If you're looking at me right now, like it. I can see you, okay? Subscribe. It'll all mean the world to me. Right, let's get into our first bit of news today. Well, actually, no. We're not going to get a bit of... Firstly, we're just going to say we're playing tonight. Flamengo. And Botafogo just beat PSG 1-0. And apparently, no South American team has lost yet. And we're playing one tonight against Flamengo. So, I think we're going to do them. I think we're going to be the first team to beat a South American team. And I'm buzzing for it. At 7 o'clock tonight. And then I'll be doing my post-reaction video. Hopefully, maybe straight away after. Who knows? But let's get straight into the video, shall we? Okay, on your right, Chelsea have been told to snub Garnacho. Chelsea should steer clear of a move for Alejandro Garnacho, according to their former midfielder Emmanuel Petit. Speaking to TalkSport Bet, Petit argued that Argentine's visible frustration in recent weeks is a concern. And this is quoted from himself, the legend Petit. Chelsea should steer clear of Alejandro Garnacho. He might be a decent guy, but I didn't like his behaviour at Manchester United's tour. Now, for a lot of you that didn't know, he was swearing at fans. The attitude this guy has, someone needs to humble him, like big time humble him. This is the problem with these young football players that think they're just everything. They're God's gift. And to see players like that, and I completely agree with him. I completely agree with Petit. I think we should completely stay clear of him. The mentality is there on the pitch, but he hasn't been improving step by step. Now, I don't agree necessarily with this. Chelsea's already have wingers in similar situations with the same frustrations. Signing Garnacho is not a good idea. He's not wrong. It's not a good idea, and I think we should stay well clear, considering, what did I write down that Manchester United wanted it for him? Their original asking price was 60, 70 mil. Now, apparently, reading this, they're more willing to happily accept something towards the 45 million, 50 million range. Is he worth that much? No. What's he done for United? Nothing, apart from cause problems and be a frustrating asset. We don't need that at Chelsea. We do not need drama. We want, sustainability. We want a good morale within the squad. We can't be having these players that are just kicking off every time they don't get their way. It's a poor attitude. You're getting paid an absolute shit ton. Have some respect for your teammates. It's unbelievable, and yeah, he's just not a player. If he came to Chelsea, I don't know how I'd feel about it. Would I support him? I don't know. I don't know what the outlet's seeing him. Yeah, he's got some talent, but we've all seen him miss so many open goal tap-ins for United. I don't need that at Chelsea. We need goals, not goals missed. That's not what we need. Arsenal are keeping an eye on Madueke. Now, I've seen a report suggesting that Enzo Maresca wants him in his plans. He's happy with him. He sees him in his plans for next season. And I love that. I do love it. But he is a weak link, I think, for Chelsea at the moment. He has a lot of talent. He is a very passionate player, but he's got a lot of attitude for a player. You can see it on the pitch. We're not silly. This guy thinks he's part of the Mandem. Mandem FC we're called because of him. All the gun signs and gang signs and all this stuff. It's like, mate, you're paid thousands and thousands of pounds a week. You don't need to be doing this gang sign stuff. It's ridiculous. You're not him. You're a football player for Chelsea. You play on the right wing and you do badly at that most of the time. And you do even worse on the left wing. So let's be honest. And I'm not the first person to think this. Come on, fans. Like, you can't say that you're completely impressed by him. You know, he has his moments. Of course he does. What player doesn't? But he's not consistent enough. He doesn't have the right to say, I am Chelsea's left or right winger. No. Hell no. This annoys me. But it appears that his future in West London is far from certain. According to the Telegraph, Madueke is not considered untouchable by club chiefs this summer, and that has triggered a number of clubs to express an interest. It suggests that Arsenal are among the sides keeping tabs on developments, albeit they have stopped short of submitting an official inquiry to their London rivals. The Gunners are keen on adding a new winger to their squad this summer, having previously had Nico Williams top tier of their shortlist. Now, wasn't it funny that he does not want anything to do with Arsenal? He is going to Barcelona. They have already put agreement in place. So, it looks like he's going to Barcelona. Good to him. Can't stand Arsenal. I mean, look at them. They're struggling just to even sign Sesko. Like, sorry. You're supposedly this top London club. You can't even sign players. Sort it out, isn't it? This is what does my head in. They kick off that, we just need a striker, but then they've just gone and signed Zubimendi because Thomas Partey might be leaving. You know, Luis Skelly was the best left back. I'm sorry, he was awful for England. Tell me if I'm wrong. The guy was not great. Him and Kyle Walker made, everyone's using Chalobah and Colwell as scapegoats for that poor defence for the international. No, it was Kyle Walker and Luis Skelly. They sucked. He sucked. It was so annoying to see all the comments after, especially on Instagram on the Sky Sports and stuff. But if Madueke went to Arsenal, you think about the booing that you don't go to a London rival. You just don't. And if this was the case, Chelsea are willing to sell him for 60 million. I'm sorry, but you want Madueke, you're paying 90. If you're a London rival, you're paying 90, 100 million. I don't care if that's way overboard. Look at all these other players that are being bidded for. Gittins and that they want 50 odd million. And if you're a rival, you better pay your way to get him. If you want him that bad, you better bloody pay for him. Because I ain't letting him go for 40, 50 mil. No chance. We only bought him for 30. You gotta admit, it's a wind-up. It is an absolute wind-up. Can you imagine him in a red Arsenal shirt? Unbelievable. Right, next bit of news. There's all these talks of João Pedro, according to Fabrizio Romano, João Pedro is on the Chelsea list and is appreciated and highly rated by them. Now, when it comes to João Pedro, I know Brighton have such a good season last season, and I know this guy's form is iffy, but he is a versatile player. He can be a striker, your left winger. He is good. We can't all say he's not a good player. I'd say he's highly underrated. I think just sometimes, the system you play in doesn't favour your abilities. And I think he's a player that is just a system player. He just thrives in a good system, and he's been given the confidence by the manager. I think then you see a great João Pedro. If we can get him for a decent price, albeit that I know that they want silly money for him. I mean, I've got it written down here for you. They want 60 million. I think we could get him for 45, 50, maybe with a little player as well, maybe some academy player that they're interested in, or even a loan for Mark Guiu or something. I think that'd be a great loan for him. Would I take João Pedro? I would only take him if we have Gittins as well. That's all I think. I think if we can get a Gittins and then have a João Pedro on the side and have that fighting position, then yeah, 100%. I think I would. I think I could. You know what? I think he fits the bill. I think he's a man that would fit our system quite well. And I want you guys to tell me in the comment section: is he someone you want, or do you want Mohamed Kudus? But we will talk about him later. So you stay there. You stay just there. Moving on. Talking of the man, Mr. Kudus. Chelsea are believed to have been offered the chance to sign the 24-year-old, and it's been reported they've held further talks over signing Kudus. Now, we know at the beginning of the little Club World Cup transfer window that there was talks of offering Sanchez over because apparently Graham Potter really wants him, and apparently it was snubbed off, and no, they just want money for Kudus. They just want 85 million. Now, I'm pretty sure his contract is 85 million for other Premier League teams, but there are rumours that they will actually take less for that. They will take less, maybe in the regions of 65 million. What do you guys think? He didn't have a very good season. I think it was 5 goals and 3 assists in all competitions last season. There you go. What am I on about? It says it right there, guys. Look, I'll even use my little cursor. 5 goals, 4 assists in 35 in all competitions. I'm sorry, but no player is worth 65 million or even 85 million in his contract. And it was a clever contract. I think it was 80 million for other European teams, 85 million for Premier League teams, and 120 million for Saudi teams. That's a great contract clause. Don't get me wrong, especially with the amount of talent this guy has. And I think he's someone that, given the right opportunity and the right tactics and formula to make his abilities work, I think he'd be unbelievable. I think he'd be a starting player for any team. If I'm being completely honest, I think he's he can aggressively attack. I know that he's done us a few times, the way he's dribbled past our players. He's a good, solid player. And I think, but then if you're signing Kudus, I would just go for Morgan Rogers. Tell me if you agree. If I'm going for Kudus, I'm going for Morgan Rogers. At least with Rogers, you've seen that he can go, and he's got the chemistry of Cole Palmer, Delap, Lavia. Would it not make sense just to try and gel more chemistry than just to go for random, your if and buts players? Will they be good? Will they not be good? If they do this, if they do that, I'd rather just go for someone who's certified, has already delivered for a good team. And Morgan Rogers has definitely done that for Aston Villa. So Kudus playing for West Ham. Obviously, they have not had a good season. So it's tough, isn't it? It really is a difficult one. However, I am going to talk about Malick Fofana. Now, reports coming out are suggesting that he's favouring Liverpool. Apparently, Liverpool are after him, and that's he wants to go to Merseyside. That's where he wants to go. And I'm not being funny, but I never want to sign a player that doesn't want to just join Chelsea. I hate these players that, I just want Liverpool. Well, then go Liverpool. I don't care. I'm not having Chelsea overpay for a player that doesn't want to be here. Look at Madueke. He wanted Arsenal. We all know deep down he wanted Arsenal. And now the guy's going to be banned for up to 4 years. And now he's got Pogba's lawyers, so he could probably get 18 months. And you know what? If he can walk away with 12 months because he's already done, let's say 6 already, then we'll keep him. Whatever. But for Malick Fofana, his agent has made it very clear he wants to go Liverpool. So I think Liverpool should take him. End of story. Gittins wants us. I want Gittins. We want Gittins. Let me know in the comments who you want as your left winger and your preferred maybe a centre attacking midder. Would you take another striker? And centre back options. Who do you want? Because apparently Newcastle want Gahey now. It's all up in the air at the moment. It's quite interesting. There's not actually that much news going around. Just small little changes and stuff. Obviously, the thing about Madueke's come out is fresh. So I think it'll be interesting to see how this Club World Cup goes. I think if he doesn't show his worth and that his his fighting capability to really prove to Enzo Maresca that he is the guy for the right wing, then I think he's going to have issues. Even the left wing, because Neto's been doing bloody brilliantly on the right wing. So yeah, guys, that is the bridge report for today. Let me know what you think in the comments, how it's gone. Still loving this, still enjoying it. Please like and subscribe, and just drop a comment. I'd love to be able to interact with you guys. And also, I'm thinking of doing a giveaway. Okay? And I'm thinking if we get to 1,000 subs, okay? Get me to 1,000 subs, I will personally, I'm in back pocket because I will not be getting paid from this. I want to give back to you guys. So, a personalised new home shirt. You can have your name on the back, number, whatever number you want, and all the badges, okay? Just saying. So get to 1,000 subs, and then we will work it out, and I will figure out a way to pick one of you guys who gets the shirt, okay? And hopefully by then we might even have a bloody shirt sponsor. You never know. So get us to 1,000 subs, and let's make it happen. So I'll catch you in a bit. Up the Blues. Peace.